here's something else. Sometimes it's not the toy so much as it's just the packaging. Get ready.
Welcome to MsMojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 weirdest toys from your childhood.
In this video, we're gonna get you familiar with your board and mastering the basics so you can start small and go big.
How innocuous. This little children-sized replica of the Nimbus 2000.
Maybe the suggestion of fun isn't the right sort of fun.
For this list, we'll be looking at those toys that we just don't understand or that might have seemed like a good idea in development, but perhaps should have been examined a little more closely before heading out to store shelves. So, between dropping your sea monkeys in the water and playing with those reportedly asbestos-laced CSI fingerprint analysis kits, why not leave us a little comment below? If you like what you're hearing, be sure to check out the full song at the link below. Number 10, ELMO'S Tickle Hands. In 1996, Tickle Me Elmo became one of the biggest hits of the year, with reports of people actually getting into fistfights at stores over the plush toy.
So much fun to laugh and play, Elmo shakes and laughs all day!
Well, when something's that popular, we all know what happens, right? The company will run the idea into the ground in order to get as much money as they can from it. This brings us to 2009 and Elmo's Tickle Hands. Because why tickle an Elmo doll when you can put on big furry hands and tickle other people? Kids would wear these big red Elmo hands, or gloves, that vibrated whenever they made contact with a surface.
Everybody! Move your body! Spin around, let's get down! Come on, get up and move it!
Vibrating hands. Besides being weird, can anyone think of how this could be completely inappropriate? Number 9, Nimbus 2000 Broomstick. There was no shortage of attempts to cash in on Harry Potter mania in the 2000s.
I paid $25 to some kid on eBay for a handcrafted Harry Potter wand. He sent me a stick.
While some of the tie-ins and toys were very cool, there was also the Nimbus 2000 Broomstick. First off, the thing was just a plastic broomstick. Sure, it had a little curve in it, but basically it was a plastic version of something everyone had in their hall closet with the words Nimbus 2000 on it. And then there was the vibrating.
This toy gives him the ability to fly around the house zapping things. The only problem I see with the toy is that the batteries drain too fast.
To simulate flying, you would put the broom between your legs and press a button for the special effects, sounds, and vibration. Quidditch never felt so good.
And it vibrates, so it's a whooshing sound and it vibrates. So you put it between your legs and you press this.
Number 8, Squeeze Popper Huggables. The Squeeze Popper Huggables were plush animal dolls with wide open mouths in which you would insert a ball and squeeze the toy to propel the ball across the room.
And yes, they are cute and cuddly, soft, stuffed animals, but they are also just as fantastic as pop blasters.
We just have to ask, do people even play with these toys before they put them on store shelves? Or at least look at the final packaged product? Which in this case made it look like the animal had been rescued from Christian Grey's playroom instead of being appropriate for a child.
You're a sadist?
I'm a dominant.
And that doesn't even take into account the after effects of the ball being popped out, which left kids with a cute animal doll with a wide open mouth. Yeah, we'll just leave that there and let you finish the line of thought.
Someone's been a very bad bear.
Number 7, Baby Born Dolls. Remember in high school when your teacher gave you an egg and you had to take care of it for a week to simulate being a parent?
As far as punishments go, this is fairly abstract. No, it's your baby. Okay, I get it even less.
Well, those eggs have nothing on the baby born dolls. It's true that little kids love playing parent to their dolls and taking care of them, but do they really need something this, shall we say, precise?
While we still have space, we should put our formula in there.
Oh yeah, we'll really need it.
Then of course we'll need some diapers. And we'll need our wipes.
For those that don't remember, the baby born dolls were cute little interactive dolls that had multiple lifelike features of a real baby, including eating, drinking, crying, and sleeping.
Delicious. Bananas are her favorite.
What's so weird about that, you ask? Oh, sorry, did we forget to mention that the doll could also pee its diaper and or pee and poo in the potty? Number 6. Battlefield Earth action figures. On the surface, there's nothing weird about action figure toys. It's just, in this case, the action figures are based on a movie that few people remember and even fewer people saw.
Oh, thank you, sir. I don't know if I could have kept my sanity to be here another 5 cycles.
Battlefield Earth was the passion project of famous Scientologist John Travolta, based on the 1982 novel by L. Ron Hubbard, the founder of Scientology. The film was released in 2000 and was a box office and critical flop. The sci-fi flick landed on many worst film lists and only grossed a little over $29 million.
I was being trained to conquer galaxies. To do anything less is a disgrace to my entire family line.
Given that the budget was $44 million, maybe they were hoping to make up the difference by selling action figures of characters from a movie people either didn't like or didn't see. Doesn't sound like they were thinking clearly. Yes, that's a Scientology reference.
Look at that. Almost better than watching the movie.
Number 5. Dora the Explorer AQUAPET. We could start off by telling you about the toy and explaining what it does and how it works, but really all you need to do is look at it to figure out why it made our list.
Doesn't this look like it might be a prop from the next Borat movie rather than a toy for your youngster?
Once you've laid your eyes on it, ask yourself how this made it through all the layers of quality control without one person, just one person, raising their hand and saying, excuse me boss, but the Dora the Explorer AQUAPET looks like a penis. We can't imagine no one noticed. Maybe they were too scared of what others would think of them if they brought up their reservations.
Do you think they knew? Do you think this was pretty obvious? I mean, really?
And then to top things off, the button on the front of the toy has a capital D on it. The jokes just write themselves with this one.
Could have made it another color like green, or they could have made it in blue. But then again, if the base were molded in blue, it probably would never get used, would it?
Number 4. Tech Deck Fingerboards. For the tiny percentage of people with the time to practice, the proper hand-eye coordination, and top-notch finger mobility, these fingerboards were probably really cool.
You gotta push, roll, and lean into those turns. Make it look good. Creating your own style is part of the fun.
For the rest of us, they were tiny, frustrating skateboards that we could push around with our fingers and not much else.
New York City for the Tech Deck US Fingerboarding Championships. Here's our winner right here, Maddie Taylor. You just won $5 grand. How do you feel?
I feel really good. I am kind of in shock because it was like not really expected for me, but
if you wanted to put your John Travolta Battlefield Earth action figure on the boards and push them around, we guess that could be cool. But otherwise, we don't really get the point of these things. But there are plenty of online video tutorials if you want to break yours out and try mastering them one more time.
It's more finesse than muscle, so easy does it.
Number 3. GOGO'S Crazy Bones. To the kids who were collecting them and playing with them, there was nothing weird about Crazy Bones.
Shooters, get your targets, play for fun. Just play those Crazy Bones on the playground in the street.
To the parents who were buying them, they were these tiny, weird figurines that kids went crazy for. You could toss them and play some games with them, but collecting and trading seems to have been a major part of the attraction for kids in the late 90s and 2000s.
You can collect or trade over 80 characters in 5 colors. Play games like Battle or KO.
Thankfully, a package of few only cost them a couple of dollars, so it wasn't putting a major dent in mom and dad's wallet at the time. But unfortunately for those who held on to their Crazy Bones, even the rarest ones aren't selling for much more than $10 to $20 these days.
Each one has a name like Eggy, Fly, Frankie, Joker, and the Fang.
Number 2. OOZINATOR. The OOZINATOR was part of the Super Soaker family of toys, but as you are about to see, it was a little different from other water gun toys in that it had 2 spray modes.
This is probably the first and last ooze blasting product geared to children on the market.
In spray mode 1, it was the same as any other soaker and would spray water on people. Nothing wrong there. However, spray mode 2 is where things get weird.
I don't know if anyone noticed, but has anybody realized that the OOZINATOR is somewhat suggestive?
Yes, it is.
In this mode, the gun would shoot the titular ooze all over your friends.
Oh, yuck! Blech! Gross! Ew! Disgusting!
And the ooze kind of looked like, do we really have to say it? And it's hard not to ignore the fact that the kids have to pump the gun before oozing their friends.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You'll have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. Hit clips. Before there was the iPod, there was hit clips. Because why do you need a full high-quality song when you could listen to 1 minute long, lo-fi clips of your favorite tunes?
We clip, 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 and sample songs, so only the groove sticks.
Hit clips was a little audio player that played cartridges containing those 60-second song clips. Basically, hit clips were a marketing tool to get kids and teens to beg their parents to buy them the latest pop album from the likes of NSYNC, Britney Spears, Hilary Duff, and so on.
15 years ago, that was the memory, that was it.
We aren't sure how many more CDs were sold because of them, but Hit Clips creator Tiger Electronics did make over $80 million from these things between 2000 and 2002.
They're just kind of really cool to look at, like, I want to buy more.
Do you agree with our picks? Let us know in the comments. And hey, if you're a fan of the song playing right now, be sure to check out the music video for it right here.